Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel, Mosaic Films and Photography. I'm your host, Eric, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the camera I am currently shooting on right there, and it's the A7S Mark III. And is this camera a beast? Is it a letdown? It's one of the most hyped cameras of 2020 into 2021, and I want to give you guys the pros, the cons, some of the alternatives, and just see, is this camera worth the price? All right, so first let's start with the pros, because my God, this camera is freaking amazing. I love it. So if you are a massive camera nerd and you just want to get the best quality out of your camera, I so highly suggest the A7S III. One of the coolest features is 4K for 24, 60, 120, all across the board. I shoot a lot of music videos, and I personally know from experience that music videos tend to have a lot of slow motion, and I shoot lots of slow motion all the time. And so now I don't have to sacrifice that 1080p, drop into 1080p for the slow motion. So that is just fantastic, and I love that so much. All right, so one of the next things I love about this camera, it is one of the best, if not the best, low light performance cameras in the game. Now, some of the footage I'm gonna show you guys right now is with a 1.8 f-stop lens. So granted, yes, it is a really fast lens, but if you pair this camera with a f1.8 lens, you can shoot insane footage, absolutely insane footage. And it has a dual native ISO, quote unquote. Don't quote me on that. Sony has really, I don't know if they've officially stated it. There's a lot of things that come out and they say, okay, yeah, you go to 12,800 ISO and it's dual native. And so what that means is if you shoot there, you're gonna get a really clean signal. And a lot of footage I'm showing you here with the f1.8 is insane. I just cranked it to 12,800 and just went to town, and you guys can see the footage is super clean. I bought Neat Video a while ago. Oh my gosh, I don't even need to use it anymore. It's ridiculous. Why did I even spend all that money if I have this camera? All right, so that's another thing. Low light is incredible. Overall, using S-Log3 is fantastic. I was coming from A6400 and A7 III. Using S-Log2, you always get those kind of weird artifacts, weird color blotchiness. I know what you guys are talking about. If you know what I'm talking about if you're a Sony user. Oh God, it's so annoying. But the colors are so rich, so clean, so amazing on this camera in S-Log3, and I love it. It's fantastic. And you get tons of dynamic range. You get to, shoot something that's both dark and bright at the same time. You capture the most amount of detail possible, and it's a monster. So, those are the pros. I love this camera. Thinking of the cons, God, I mean, it's got great battery life. Some of the cons, I feel like it's a bit on the pricey side, definitely. That's one of the cons. I picked this up for $3,500. I believe you're still able to get it for $3,500. The price has not come down, and a lot of the parts associated with it, like the SD cards, the memory, if you want to shoot ProRes, getting a Atomos Ninja 5, stuff adds up, man. And we're not made out of money, Sony. Come on, guys, cut us some slack here, seriously. But yeah, so other than that, I would say that's probably the biggest con is the price. Now, when we look at other cameras, I did a lot of shopping. I was probably obsessed for a straight solid 2 months. And I was nearly sold on the Panasonic S5. I was this close, and I actually had it pre-ordered. Sony came out with this camera, canceled my pre-order, got this guy, and I'm actually very happy I did. Now, that's probably the closest camera I found for about the same price range. The S5, the SH1, and the Panasonic realm. Those are fantastic cameras. They're really great and super reliable, but the autofocus, guys. For me, I'm like a solo run and gun guy. I never have teams, ever. Maybe one day, if I have a focus puller and they can pull my focus and all that great stuff, cool, I'm down, let's do it. But most of you guys who are like me, just solo shooters, this is a lifesaver, having fantastic autofocus. I mean, the best out there. Only Canon comes close. The other consideration that I was considering was the Canon R5 and the R6, but you guys know overheats like crazy. And then you have to wait all this time to get your camera to cool down, and then you can shoot again. So annoying. Just not really very viable, not very just realistic for doing professional video work. So can I recommend this camera? As long as you are super serious about video and you are all in and you love video so much, this is one of the best investments you'll ever make in your life. You know, this is a camera that'll last you for the next 10 years, and that's how I plan on using it for the next 10 years, just rolling with this camera, you know. And if I ever need higher quality, I could always just buy an Atomos Ninja 5 and get ProRes RAW, which is absolutely insane. So, but I'm definitely not there, and I'm definitely not complaining about the quality, because the quality is fantastic. All right, guys, so just wanted to give you my thoughts on this camera. Highly recommend it, and hopefully that was helpful for you guys. I know there's a lot of cameras out there, and hopefully I could help give you guys my feedback and my input. And get out there, create, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing all right. Let's hope for a better year. Yeah, oh my gosh, 2020, terrible. All right, guys, peace out. Until next time, later.